Situational Leadership Approach, presented by Colleen, Meyer, and Mohammad Reza, Bashiri, University of Southern California.
Welcome to our presentation. We want to give you an overview of our topic, situational approach. We will be looking at situational leadership model, leadership styles, developmental levels, and how does situational approach work.
Situational approach model is an extension and refinement of the original model developed by Hershey and Blanchard. It focuses on leadership in situations. Different situations demand different kinds of leadership, and it's called the Situational Leadership 2 or SL2 model.
Situational Leadership 2 model shapes on behavioral patterns. Leadership style consists of behavior patterns of a person who is attempting to influence another. This includes both directive, which is on the horizontal axis, and supportive behavior, which is on the vertical axis of this model.
Directive behaviors help group members accomplish goals by giving directions, establishing goals and methods of evaluation, setting timeline, defining roles, and showing how the goals are to be achieved.
Supportive behavior helps group members feel comfortable about themselves, their coworkers, and the situation. Supportive behaviors involve two-way communication and responses to show social and emotional support to others. This includes asking for input, solving problems, praising, sharing information about oneself, and listening.
Development levels, the degree to which subordinates have the competence and commitment necessary to accomplish a given task or activity. D1, low competence, high commitment. D2, some competence, low commitments. D3, moderate to high competence, low commitment. And D4, high competence and high commitment.
Can be classified further into four distinct categories of directive and supportive behaviors. S1, directing, high directive, low supportive. S2, coaching, high directive, high supportive. S3, supporting, high supportive, low directive. S4, delegating, low supportive, low directive.
The first style, S1, is a high directive, low supportive style, which is also called a directing style. In this approach, the leader focuses communication on goal achievement and spend a smaller amount of time using supportive behaviors.
The second style, S2, is called coaching approach and is high directive, high supportive style. In this approach, the leader focuses communication on both achieving goals and meeting followers' socio-emotional needs. This style requires that the leader involve himself with followers by giving encouragement and soliciting follower input.
Style 3, S3, is a supporting approach that requires that the leader take a high supportive, low directive style. In this approach, the leader do not focus exclusively on goals, but uses supportive behaviors that bring out followers' skill around the goal to be accomplished.
S4 is called low supportive, low directive style or delegating approach. In this approach, the leader offers less goal input and social support, facilitating followers' confidence and motivation in a reference to their goal. A leader using S4 gives control to followers and refrains from intervening with unnecessary social support.
Situational approach is constructed around the idea that followers move forward and backward along the development continuum. For leaders to be effective, it's essential that they determine where followers are on the development continuum and adopt their leadership style so they directly match their style to the development level.
In any given situation, the leader has two tasks. First task, diagnose the situation. Identify the developmental needs of an employee. Ask questions like, what is the task subordinates are being asked to perform? How complicated is the task? What is their skill level? And do they have the desire to complete the job?
Having identified the correct development level, the second task for the leader is to adopt his or her style to the prescribed leadership style represented in SL2 model. There is a one-to-one relationship between the development level of followers and the leader's style. Strength. The first is marketplace approved, is well known and frequently used for training leaders within organization. The second one is practically, means easy to understand and applied in variety of settings. And the third is a prospective value. It tells you what you should and you shouldn't do in various contexts.
Strength emphasizes leader flexibility. The approach stresses that leaders need to find out about their followers' needs and then adapt their leadership style accordingly. And finally, situational leadership reminds us to treat each follower differently based on the goals at hand and to seek opportunities to help followers learn new skills and become more confident in their work.
Criticisms. Replication studies fail to support basic prescriptions of situational leadership model. Can we be sure is it a valid approach? Further research is required to be determined how commitment and competence are conceptualized for each development level. Situational leadership doesn't account for how particular demographics influence the leader's subordinate perceptions of the model, and also fails to adequately address the issue of one-to-one versus group leadership in an organizational setting. And finally, questionnaires are based in favor of situational leadership. Applications. Situational leadership is used in consulting because it's an approach that is easy to conceptualize and apply. The straightforward nature of situational leadership makes it practical for managers to use. Given the breadth of the situational approach, it's applicable in almost any type of organization at any level for nearly all types of goal. It's an encompassing model with a wide range of application. There is no shortage of opportunities for using situational leadership.